All right, so to wrap up, Matt Eisenberg has kindly offered to give us some closing remarks, and I do want to recognize both Matt Eisenberg and John Kansky for all of their work they do for us. So they lead not only our coordinating committee, but also our board of directors, each of which is a tremendous amount of work for volunteers. And I'm not quite sure how late they have to stay up each night to get their real jobs done, but I want them to know how much we appreciate all of their effort. Oh.
Just to hit the button?
Correct.
Great, thanks. I'm really the last man standing before we get our social hour and our adult beverages. So I'm going to talk for 2 hours. And anyway, that's me. I'm Matt Eisenberg. My day job is I'm the Associate Chief Medical Information Officer at Stanford Healthcare. Topics to discuss are great, and I'm very grateful to Dee Dee for mentioning specification spelunking, a new word that I'm going to take home with me. So just a few comments that I want to wrap up with. So the eHealth Exchange has been around for about 10 years, running the primary national network supporting federal partners. And, but we've been reborn. We have a new corporate entity and a new corporate identity, and I'll go through that. That came up earlier today. I was there even before. You've heard the NHIN or NWHIN or NWHIN or whatever. I can never figure that out. But I was there when it was VELOR. Who was there with the virtual lifetime electronic health record? God bless. I was in the room with everybody back in 2008 when I worked for Multicare Health System. It's been a long time. We have this new identity, and we've come a long way. Now, we have a new focus because we're a new corporate identity. We now got to do budgets, and I'll show you my favorite Dilbert slide about budgets. We've had some changes and some expansion in the management team, and I want to make sure that we recognize them and recognize that. The network keeps growing. You saw the slides earlier. I think it's back up in here somewhere. We completed content testing. Who completed content testing? Everybody gets to raise their hand because you all did that. That was easy, right? Not so much. The hub's up and running. We're getting going with the hub. Now you've all reviewing your new participant agreements. You're filling out your BAAs and negotiating those. A lot of change this year. And who voted for the DIRSA? We've passed the new amended DIRSA, and you got something else to sign. So a lot of change. And of course, a lot of this in the restructure has been taking place in the context of TEFCA, the RCE, and our preparing and our readiness for whether the eHealth Exchange should become a qualified health information network. So are we ready? What's the value? How are we going to get there? The growth has been remarkable. All of this continues to happen while we're keeping the plane in flight. So, structure, this came up earlier. There's 3 now corporations. We are Healthy Way Inc., DBA, not Database Architect. Took me 4 meetings to figure that out. Thanks to Steve Gravely, doing business as the eHealth Exchange Incorporated. We have our own, we're our own nonprofit 501c3. Steve Gravely is still here, keep me honest on all this stuff. He's helped us structure this. Oh, and by the way, this was an interim transition as we prepared. We're still transitioning. The parent, the Sequoia Project board will restructure, and our board will actually come up for a new vote, and all of this happened in January. Our first board meeting was in January. We had 3 board members, Mary Ann, John, where are you, John Kansky, and myself. If somebody was sick, we had to cancel the meeting because we couldn't have a quorum. We had to figure that out, and we wanted to grow the board. This is your board. This is your current board for the eHealth Exchange. I thank every one of them. They've been fantastic partners. I learn every time we have these meetings. They're incredible. We've had some changes. Jay Nakashima helps lead the management team, but we now have Debbie Condry, CIO. Where is Debbie? Wave. There's Debbie in the back. Jen Rosas has left the eHealth Exchange. We have Brenda Kincaid-Young. Where's Brenda? You here? Are you in the back? Coming in? And Steve Gravely helps us, keeps us honest. So that's the board of directors. We got to do budgets. So this is my Dilbert on budgets. Dilbert, I want you to help Susan put the department budget together. Budget? No, please, I'll be branded for life. The other engineers will spit on me, and I'll have to wear a raincoat. So John, I don't know if John Kansky, if this makes you feel good, but the budget's been up and running. We're ahead of budget this year. Our revenues have been better than forecast. Our expenses have been significantly lower than we expected, particularly around cybersecurity. It's been a good year for the eHealth Exchange, and we continue that to grow. So, we've been preparing for this. That's the original TEFCA 1, January of 2018. And I've been talking about the difference between TEFCA and Anatefka, that little shtetl in Fiddler on the Roof, for 2 years. I'm still trying to explain this to people as we're waiting for the final information. So TEFCA, Anatefka has nothing to do with Aflac or Teflon. So I'm just going to finish it up with, there's really 3 groups that I want to thank. First and foremost, Jay, maybe you can help me here. I really want to thank the people who helped put this meeting together and the eHealth Exchange staff. If you're part of that staff, please stand. If you helped put this meeting together, please stand, and let's please acknowledge them. Okay, stand up and keep standing, because we're going to stand up, we're going to all stand up eventually and go out to socialize. Next, if you're part of the board, you're part of the coordinating committee, you've been part of the coordinating committee in the past, and you're part of our leadership team, please stand up. Let's recognize you. Thank you so much. Keep standing, stay standing. Management team, coordinating committee, leadership. Now, if you're a participant and you sat through the whole day, God bless you. You filled out all your paperwork, there's more coming, and you enjoyed this meeting and we want your feedback, please stand up. It's been a great meeting. I look forward to doing this again, pencil it in. I just want you all to stand and thank you very much. Any other business, Jay, or are we adjourned? We're good, thank you.
Thank you so much. So just as a reminder, we do have the cocktail reception upstairs, and there should be some staff outside.